Right, you lot, forget your dull motorways and traffic jams. Today we're off on a proper adventure exploring the most stunning roads Europe has to offer. We're talking about the kind of tarmac that makes your heart race and your passengers reach for the sick bag in a good way, obviously. Welcome to our countdown of the 5 most beautiful roads in Europe. Get ready to be amazed by stunning landscapes and breathtaking drives. These aren't just roads, they're experiences, the kind of drives where you want to have a good co-pilot, a car with a solid engine and a strong bladder. So buckle up, grab a biscuit or a bratwurst, depending on your location, and prepare to be amazed. Let's get this show on the road, literally. First up, we're off to sunny Italy, home of fast cars and even faster drivers. The Amalfi Coast Road is a legendary stretch of tarmac carved into sheer cliffs. Imagine, if you will, turquoise waters sparkling below, charming villages clinging precariously to the mountainsides, and you clinging even more precariously to your lane. The road itself is a series of hair-raising bends and switchbacks, enough to make even the most experienced driver break a sweat. But trust me, the views are worth every white-knuckle moment. You'll be stopping every 5 minutes, not for a rest stop, mind you, but to take another photograph. And who can blame you? The place is practically bursting with picture postcard perfection. Just try not to get too distracted by the beauty, all right? One wrong move and you'll be testing the structural integrity of those charming Italian villas. Next, we're heading to Austria, land of mountains that looked like they were drawn by a 5-year-old with a penchant for triangles. The Großglockner High Alpine Road is not for the faint of heart, or those with a fear of heights. This is mountain driving at its most dramatic, with hairpin bends that seem to climb straight up to the clouds. You'll be sharing the road with cyclists, who probably have thighs the size of your car tires. But don't worry. The views will distract you from their impressive quads. We're talking snow-capped peaks, glaciers that look like they're about to slide down and say hello, and meadows full of flowers so bright they make your eyes water. Just make sure you pack a warm jacket, it gets a bit nippy up there, and maybe an oxygen tank if you're prone to altitude sickness, and maybe a spare pair of trousers in case you encounter a particularly terrifying hairpin bend. Chapter 3. Trollstigen, Norway. From Austria, we're off to Norway, home of Vikings, fjords and roads that are frankly bonkers. Trollstigen, or Troll's Ladder, lives up to its name. It's a narrow, winding road that snakes its way up a near vertical mountainside. Think of it as a roller coaster. Except instead of loops and drops, you have sheer drops and blind corners. You'll be rewarded for your bravery, or stupidity, depending on your perspective, with views of waterfalls cascading down the mountainsides and valleys so lush they look like they were painted by Bob Ross himself. Just try not to think about the trolls that legend says still haunt this road. They're probably more scared of your driving than you are of them. Don't even think about bringing a caravan on this road. You'll be reversing for days. Actually, scratch that. You won't be reversing at all. You'll be stuck there, a monument to your own poor planning. Chapter 4, Route 1, Iceland. Next up, Iceland, land of ice, fire, and more sheep than you can shake a stick at. Route 1, also known as the Ring Road, circles the entire country. It's a journey through some of the most diverse and dramatic landscapes on Earth. One minute you'll be driving past lava fields that look like the surface of the moon, the next glaciers that look like they were carved by giants. You might even spot a volcano or two along the way. Just try not to get too close, all right? We've all seen Dante's Peak. Volcanoes are best admired from a safe distance, preferably with a cup of coffee and a hearty breakfast. The best part? You can drive this road at any time of year. In summer, you'll have the midnight sun to guide your way. In winter, you might catch a glimpse of the northern lights. Just watch out for the ice and the sheep and the occasional rogue glacier. Chapter 5. Transfagarasan Highway. Romania. Finally, we end our journey in Romania, home of Dracula, castles and roads that will make you question your sanity. The Transfagarasan Highway is a masterpiece of engineering, or perhaps madness. It's a ribbon of asphalt that cuts through the heart of the Carpathian Mountains. Imagine, if you will, hairpin turns that would make a corkscrew blush, tunnels carved through solid rock, and views that will make you forget how to breathe. This is a road that demands your full attention. One lapse in concentration and you'll be testing the crashworthiness of your Dacia Sandero. They say this road was built by Ceausescu as a way to impress foreign dignitaries. Or maybe he just wanted a scenic route to escape the country in case of a revolution. Either way, we're glad he built it. Outro, well, there you have it. 5 of the most stunning, challenging and downright bonkers roads Europe has to offer. We've climbed mountains, hugged coastlines and narrowly avoided countless sheep, trolls and probably a few vampires along the way. Thanks for joining us on this virtual road trip through Europe. We hope we've inspired you to pack your bags, grab your keys and set off on your own adventure. Just remember to pack a sense of adventure, a good playlist and a strong stomach. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share your favorite road trip memories in the comments below. And remember, always drive like someone's watching, because on these roads, they probably are.